Hey, hey, it's me, SB. So today, if you saw the thumbnail, you know exactly what we're going to be doing, but in case you didn't, we are going to be testing some yarn on the Sentro, and this is Sentro Day, yay! We are going to be testing Himalaya Celinda Stretch. So this is kind of like a sport weight. So let's take a little pause here. I do state the wrong information in the video. It is actually fingering weight yarn. And I think the reason why I was under the impression that it was sport weight yarn was because some of the thicknesses throughout some of the balls they vary. So some might be thicker, some might be thinner. And I think that's just due to manufacturing. Yeah, let's just go off of what the website said, and it's fingering weight. I'm going to try it single strand and double stranded just to see the difference that we get. So let's go ahead and test this, and this is in the color 212-13, just in case you were curious. And I usually get this yarn on Etsy. Of course, an Etsy shop, and I believe it is called PerfectYarns. I'll leave a link in the description box below if you're interested in it. And we are just gonna work in tube mode, work up as much as we can, and hope it works. So for this one, since it is a little thinner, I am gonna be putting it in the strongest tensioner, or I'm going to put it on the strongest tension, I should say. And I'll show you how to do that once I get around. So here we are, back around. So I'm just going to put it on the strongest tension, and basically you just go through the first one that's closest to the machine, second, and through that, just like that, and that gives it a pretty good amount of tension. The only thing that's going to suck is that my cat's in here playing with yarn, and that this is not a center pull ball, so we are going to be struggling just a little bit. So I'm just going to pull off several links here and try not to let my cat get to it. So now I'm just going to go around. Yeah, next time I'll try to make a center pull ball of this. It's just pretty hard to get this stretchy yarn to behave. Alright, watching it very carefully. Looks like it's starting to lift up just a little bit, but I don't see anything tucking. Ruh-roh. I can feel it now. It feels like it's getting a little tighter. Yeah, I'm starting to feel it now. I think I'm going to go to 50 rounds since it is a thinner yarn. And you see it's going to be very meshy. Okay, we are at round 43. So far, so good. I am noticing a little bit of tension issues in some places, but I think like I said, I think that has to do with maybe the yarn is inconsistent in the thickness, and some of it's thicker, some of it's thinner around. But I think that'll get fixed once we take it off of the machine itself and look at it and stretch it out, because it'll kind of redistribute everything. But yeah, everything's looking good. Uh-oh. I did that just now. So yeah, once I finish this, I'm going to go ahead and take this off, and then I'm going to double up the thickness of the yarn, and then we'll test it that way and see what it looks like. And there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and just take this off. And I think I'm going to take it off with some waste yarn, so that way I can preserve my swatch here. Just, oh my god, the yarn got tangled. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cast off, and I am going to use 2 balls or 2 strands of yarn held together, and then I'll compare the two. So I'll be back after I do that. See, the only thing I hate about testing is that you definitely have to make sure that you have enough yarn, for one. And yeah, you're going to have to deal with unraveling it if, you know, if it does wind up working and you're going to be making a project. Ugh, that's my only thing, but it does help out a lot to test your stuff. I'm going to need a bigger bucket or basket or whatever you call it. I'm just going to go to the middle tensioner here. I mean, you would think it worked with 1 strand, so it should work with 2 strands. Okay, so I'm just going to press forward. I think I might have saw one grab a double stitch right there. Yep. If I run into any trouble, I'll cut back in and let you know what I'm seeing. Yeah, there's a tuck stitch right there already. Wow. Already. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, so I'm already having trouble with it. I'm not liking this at all. So it works fine with 1 strand. Double-stranded might give you some problems. Because it doesn't like the double strands. Oh, skipped. Okay, well, tucked, skipped, tucked, skipped, tucked, skipped. Alright, well, I'm going to call it with this because I'm at round 13, and I mean, it'll work, but you're going to have to work at it while at the same time watching your threads here. But see, I already got another tuck stitch. Probably have some drop stitches here and there. Yeah, I'm calling it. So double-stranded is a bust. I'm just gonna pop this off. We didn't get a very viable swatch here, but let's go ahead and take a look at both of them. Now this would have looked really, really pretty. I don't know if you can make that out. Oops, I just pulled it all apart. But that would have looked really, really pretty because it looks braided almost because of the double strands. I think that would have came out real nice if it would have worked correctly. Yeah, that looks really pretty. I wish it would have worked. Had some ideas, but here is the single-stranded one, and it worked beautifully-ish. My only thing about this is that there are some tension inconsistencies here and there. Yeah, see, you get some wider stitches there. I mean, not a big deal. Alright, so if you wanted to use this yarn, single-stranded, it would definitely work. Let me know if you guys are going to try this yarn in the Sentro or in another knitting machine, and let me know how it goes for you. I'm really curious. I'm just curious as to what we can make with this. Let me see, I'm curious right now. Alright, unstretched. If we just get this like so. So it bounces back to about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about, we'll say 4 or 5 inches. It's about 5 inches unstretched. Let's see what would happen if we stretched it out. Wow. Goes to about 17 inches stretched. So it gets a good stretch for sure. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. We found out that Himalaya Celinda Stretch does work in the Sentro, one strand only, on the highest tension. I did not test the other tensions, but we know it works. Highest tension, single strand, works beautiful. So yeah, I just want to thank everybody for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video or you learned something from it. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I'll see y'all later. Stay crafty. Bye. The things I do for YouTube. I'm sacrificing my yarn. I'm kidding. This is going to be a pain. So remember that. I do this so you don't have to.